Black Lives Matter? Over a third of the unarmed black people that are killed by police every year, the same number has already been killed in this last week from the riots. Guys, what's going on? Hey guys, Angel here. I just want to go ahead and talk to you real quick about some things that have been going on in the country that have been quite disturbing. As you know, there's been a lot of protests going on around the country in response to a video of the death of George Floyd, who was arrested by police officers in Minneapolis last Monday. Now, in that week's time, there's been a lot that has happened. One of the things that has happened is the protests that have been organized that have been demanding justice for George. Now, there's a few things that we would expect to happen in a system that was just, and I'm not saying the American justice system is perfect by any means, but we know that a couple of things did happen right off the bat. As soon as the video surfaced, the very same day, as a matter of fact, Chauvin and the other 3 officers involved in that incident were fired. More than that, there was a call for investigations into the incident. On Monday, this incident occurred. On Tuesday, the video went viral, and it caught the attention of President Donald Trump, who ordered the FBI and the Department of Justice to immediately start investigating. Now, an investigation did go underway, both within Minneapolis PD and the FBI, and enough evidence was gathered that on Thursday that same week, Chauvin had been arrested and charged with third-degree murder. The protesters were organized because they said they wanted justice, and it seems like justice was on its way. This was not enough to put out the fire that was burning in people who wanted to be a part of this movement. And what happened was things actually boiled over. There was some instigators, there was some bad actors, and quite possibly from videos that have surfaced online, there seems to have been some provocateurs involved. And this led to there being widespread rioting and looting across the United States. Now, I don't want to discuss too much about the incident with George Floyd. I know there's bad actors everywhere in every society, every class of people, and the police are no exception. Some people are not good at their job, and it seems Chauvin might have been one of those people because he had a history of complaints of abuse and excessive force. Now, I don't want to get too much into those details about either his or George Floyd's past, but I do want to talk about what's been going on with the riots and the looting. Now, there's been a lot of videos that have surfaced that have shown people that were instigating situations, and the rioting and looting got so widespread, it even spilled over into the suburbs. In Richmond, there was a video of the police chief there holding back tears and trying to keep composure as he discussed the details of rioters setting a house on fire with small children inside and then trying to block the fire department from reaching the house. Now, luckily, police did get there in time, and the family, were being told, did evacuate in time, and everybody was safe. But needless to say, the act was just atrocious, and it shocked everybody who has a heart and a conscience. Now, no matter what happened and what your cause is for or about, all of us are really opposed to injustice because none of us would appreciate if anything happened to us or someone that we loved. So it's a cause we can all stand behind. However, it seems that the movement for justice has become hijacked by people that may have more nefarious purposes. In these videos that have been surfacing online, we see piles of bricks showing up at random places. Some of these seem to be in conjunction or correlating to areas where there may be some construction going on or new developments, I'm not sure. But some of these just seem to be popping up there, like on the sidewalk in front of a city courthouse, as was exposed in one video. Now, this begs of us to answer the question, is somebody trying to hijack this movement for their own political purposes? I believe the answer is yes. And the reason why is because these videos that have surfaced that have showed protesters, patriots, and all the kinds of people in between that are stopping and confronting the looters and the rioters, and oftentimes they're people that are not even from that community where the protests are being held. Now, the Minnesota governor did confirm this. He stated 80% of the people that were arrested for rioting and looting in Minneapolis were not from those communities. We see videos of provocateurs that seem to be dressed in the black Bloc garb that is associated oftentimes with the notorious Antifa, and also what might appear to be police provocateurs. Now, I'm not sure what the answer is to all this, but I want you to go ahead and listen to these videos here and tell me what you think for yourself. The first video I'm going to show you guys is going to be from people who are actually stopping the rioters and looters and giving them a piece of their mind. Check this out.
I'm going to ask the same thing that I asked this crowd yesterday. you see somebody amongst us being violent, inciting violence, trying to start a riot, trying to hurt a member of our group, trying to hurt a member of the SPD, I ask you to kneel down so that everybody around you can see who that person is. We have to identify the people who are inciting the violence.
You follow me? Homie, get your fucking ass out of here now. What the fuck about, yeah, get your bitch ass out of here, homie.
Thank AIM for catching you tonight, and not the rioters, and not the people with guns. They saved your life tonight. Thank them.
Thank you. That shit coming out! You motherfucker! You break my window, right? You robbed my store!
Y'all didn't care if this was a black-owned gas station or not?
Hell no.
This is my shit, yo! I was protesting with y'all, think I just broke in my shit!
People work too hard. You ain't gonna do it in front of me.
It might just be a little shoes, a little clothes, but you won't ransack this shit, not tonight.
Now, if you notice, there is some organic composition to these riots and these looters. There's black people, there's white people, some people may be from that community destroying their own businesses or at least their neighbors' businesses. And that's very sad to see, especially because we learned from this over 30 years ago during the 1992 LA riots. A lot of those communities are just barely getting back on their feet from the economic damage that was done during those protests to the verdict of the Rodney King case. So it's very sad to see, but nonetheless, we know that some of this is organic. However, since I noted a majority of these rioters and looters are not from the community, what is their purpose for being there? If you notice the way that they're dressed, most of them are white, they're young, and they seem to be completely out of place in the areas that they're looting. Now, could these be just criminals and thugs and opportunists who think it's a way to get a brand new pair of Nikes or an iPhone or just watch something burn? That is a possibility. But I have another video here that I want you to watch that was taken by an undercover journalist from the group Project Veritas. If you guys haven't watched any Project Veritas videos, I suggest you look them up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube and follow their content because they do a lot of underground journalism, they do a lot of undercover work, and they come out with some fantastic content. But in the meantime, take a look at this video Project Veritas made from 2017 speaking to a Bernie Sanders campaign staffer when he didn't know he was being secretly recorded.
Oh, if Trump gets reelected, what?
And cities burn.
What we gotta do?
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a lot of time left. We have to save, like, human civilization. And obviously, Trump, don't give two about making sure that the world doesn't.
Guys like that. What are we gonna do with them?
Gulag. Liberals get to fucking wall first.
What are we gonna do with those people that resist the change? Because that's a big deal.
Well, I'll tell you what. In Cuba, what do they do to reactionaries?
They shot them on the beach.
If Trump gets reelected, what?
And cities burn.
So what's really going on here? I mean, is this something that's been planned by far left radical extremists? Is it like the news is stating that these are just the Boogaloo boys trying to instigate something to bring about the second civil war? Is it white supremacists? Tell me what you guys think in the comments below and let me know your thoughts because I'm really curious and I think that we can figure this out together. If you have any content that you'd like me to talk about, then go ahead and send it to me in Messenger. You can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter or YouTube. Obviously, if you're watching this video, Man on Fire 1776 is my handle on all social media pages. If you guys want to support my content, the best thing that you can do is hit that share button right here. I don't know, it's somewhere on this page. But make sure you hit that share button so that other people can see this content because I don't have the marketing budget that CNN or Fox News has. Plus, YouTube tends to give them the front page. But if you guys want to help me with that marketing budget, you can also go to the link in the pinned comment of this video here and buy yourself some cool, kick-ass patriotic gear. It's ibleedthesecond.com. check out some of the shirts that we got. There's going to be some new designs coming out. And I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. Make sure you leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.